So it is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If I create this, now I have a template. What kind of template? S3 bucket creation template, right? One, even if I ask you to go into the console or create EC2 instance or S3, what will you do? You go to the browser, open it, go to that particular component, select that component, and follow the process to do that. If it is you have created this template, is very simple. You just import it into the CloudFormation and just press the button and it will create everything. And you know what? This is the beauty of this CloudFormation template, that even you have not executed the things. Example, let's take an example. Uh, let's say Kiran, right? Let's say Kiran is my customer, right? So Kiran said that Ajay, I want your application, and it's okay, right? I want to buy your product, and say so. He said that I use AWS cloud. Do one thing. Tell me what is your requirement to install your application. Then I say that I need in a one particular network I need one server where my application will be installed. So he says that perfect, no problem. Then he says that I tell to Kiran that I need to send my person who will do the installation in your AWS account EC2. So Kiran said that I'm sorry, this is not acceptable, that I'll not give you any travel charges. Also, I will not allow your person to come to my premises, and also due to the security reason, you are not welcome. Sorry. Then I said, how can I install it? And that's what the beauty of this CloudFormation, right? So the thing is that there are multiple ways, right? That some of them we already discussed, but let's understand this requirement. So here, so what is the requirement? Requirement is that Kiran is my customer, and Kiran wants an application, and he said that you are not welcome to come to my premises because of the security reason. So what can I do? That I can create an AMI and give the AMI to him, right? Give a AMI to Kiran. But Kiran says that how to launch this I don't know, right? What is the process? I don't know how to do that. Okay. And also what all the security is required, what kind of network is required, I do not know, right? Network or security, I don't know. I do not know much. Okay. And also I want to review all kind of security that you are going to implement in first. Whatever you are doing, I would like to know first, right? Because quite possible that if you give me the AMI, quite possible that what all the network security or the EC2 security that is required, I would like to know beforehand, before I deploy this or launch this. Okay. So Kiran wants all this, and that's the beauty of CloudFormation, that before launching, right, before launching itself, that Kiran can review my CloudFormation. So inside everything, whatever is written, he can understand, and then only launch, go into the CloudFormation. There is step. Then I mentioned that do one thing, Kiran, open to the CloudFormation, right? Select the script that I have given in a CloudFormation, right? CloudFormation script, and it will be the GUI interface over there. You do not need to go as a scripting, and just select whatever you want and launch, right? So first of all, he's a facility to review whatever I am giving you, right? The another thing is that whatever he wants to launch, or whatever the options that he gets, it's in GUI format, so he can launch, right? And that's what the beauty of this CloudFormation, and that's the reason industry very much require, industry very much ask this, that you should know CloudFormation. Okay, so this let's say this S3 creation, right, S3 bucket creation is pretty, he customer got to know, okay, S3 bucket he has to create, it's a defined format, आपको ऐसे ही लिखना है, आपको रिसोर्स भी ऐसे ही लिखना है, यहाँ पे he will change, the customer will change the bucket name, rather he will not just change this bucket name, import and done. So if I want to create this bucket, I go to the CloudFormation, right, I go here, create stack, and I say my template is ready, and I'm getting it from here, upload, it is saying JSON or YAML, and I go to my AWS section, right, and say here CloudFormation, right, yeah. So whatever you do, whatever you select, it automatically goes to the S3 first. See, S3 link automatically here, it goes to the S3 first and then it executes, right. So this is the stack, this is the stack. I have not given any parameter and anything, but this file is nothing but the template. So I selected this and it automatically gone into the S3, right. If I click next, it asks me the what is the stack name, right, what is the stack name. If I give a stack name, it will, let's say text stack, right, I give a name, there is no parameter because in my file there is no parameter, right. So there are 6 different things are needs to be configured. Along with this, I have just taken resources, that is mandatory one, and rest 5 of them are optional. So I have not given the parameters, right, this is the parameter, and that is the reason it is not showing any parameter option here. I just click next. Tagging or role, or if I any policy, rollback policy, notification policy, or stack creation options, I'm just going with the default and click next, and review whatever you have done and submit. If I want to change anything, yes. If I don't want to change anything, no problem, create stack, right. So if I click on this create stack, it will create the bucket. So it started creating now, and if I go here on S3, and I refresh this, see, it's created now, right. So I have not gone to this component, and if I refresh this, this is the one that has been created. See, yeah, test stage is my stack name, and after that, see, this is my bucket name, same thing is here, right. This is my bucket name, and that is the reason it is showing it here. Now it took hardly 1 minute for me to create, and I can delete it here, but instead of deleting from here, if I delete the things from here also, right, I can delete the things from here also. Okay, that is option is also there, or I can take the action from here if I want to edit terminate. I am not terminated production, or I can delete from here also, right. So it will delete the stack whatever is created, so it is driven here, right. So I was talking about this one, I just wanted to give the example how does this work, just a case. Now if I go here, right, if I go here, yeah, delete completed, see, that is also deleted. So if I deleted the template, that is also been gone, right, that bucket is also deleted. This is not the one that I created now, the one, the another one was there, right. So it's deleted, and that is also gone. So if I create a stack, right, if I go ahead and again create a stack, just take a sample stack now. If I click on the create stack and I take a sample one, right. So very first, if I click on this sample template, There are, see, I told you, right, there are many templates created by the AWS and say that you can take it from here. So I clicked on that and it will give you many templates over here. So for the different purposes, right? So if I click on this template, there's so many templates is already available. You do not need to write it from the scratch, just rather you need to understand how to modify it. So for everything the templates are written very clearly. You check it whatever you want. Anyway, coming here. So I am taking the sample template and here I am selecting the one that is the lamp stack. Anybody can tell me what is lamp stack? Anybody knows what is lamp? Nobody knows. Come on, at least try. No idea. No problem. So lamp is basically, if I select lamp, you know, industry, it is very famous, right? In industry, yeah, Apache MySQL. So that is true. So here, lamp stack is, so L for Linux, A for Apache, M for MySQL, and P for PHP. So you are creating an EC2 instance. Inside that you are installing the web server. This is the server. This is an web application. This is the database, and this is a programming language application, right? Somebody is pinging. Yeah. So Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, right? There are 4 different things that is going to install. But ultimately from the AWS point of view, AWS is only creating the Linux. Apart from that, these are not AWS, right? These are not AWS. These are the things that going to install on top of Linux, right? So Linux, this guy is going to be there. इसके साथ और क्या क्रिएट करते हैं हम? सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप। और क्या क्रिएट करते हैं? की पेयर। और राइट लिनक्स के साथ और क्या सेलेक्ट करते हैं? इंस्टेंस, राइट, और AMI। याद आया? और क्या क्या कर देते हैं हम? टैग, राइट। ऑल दिस थिंग्स दैट वी select for creating the instance, right? Just a sec, some student is calling. Okay, so if I go here, if I selected this template, as I said that whatever you select, either you select existing one or you imported one, right? In both the cases it goes to the S3 and I click on next, right? And then when I click on next, it will ask me the stack name, same process, right? So if I give the stack name test, right, and now it will come to the parameters because it has many parameters. It has taken the database, as I said that MySQL, so it is asking the SQL parameters. It is asking me the database name, database password, database root ID, DB user, which type of instance that I want, right? And definitely in the background it might have selected the AMI also. Guys, AMI does not come in the front, okay? You have to select from the behind in template only. And key pair, whatever the existing key pair you have, it is selecting that key pair. And it is selecting the SSH, right, protocol, right? Currently it is 000. So ultimately if I look into that, it is creating a server and the security group. Inside that is installing the MySQL. Why Apache or PHP is not showing here? Because these are the standard application. For that the parameter is not required. That's the reason parameter is not defined, right? So if I next and submit it, I will create the server will be created, security group will be created, existing key pair will be selected, instance will be selected, database parameters will be there. So all these things will be installed automatically, okay? But the intention is to review the script first, right? The customer should review the script. Kiran should review the script first. So I go previous. Instead of clicking on next, I click on designer. I click on designer and I maximize this. So before I go here, It is giving me the web server name, that is a EC2 instance, and the security group, right? So it is giving me this kind of diagram. Okay, so what I do here, two type of language, JSON and YAML. JSON, see, you can see that parenthesis and all, but somehow I do not like JSON, I like YAML. Why? Because it's human readable, it's a straightforward, you can read it easily what is written here, right? So what I do, I am not going to read it this one, rather I press Ctrl A and press Ctrl C. Okay, and I open a WordPad and paste it there. The thing is that this script, you must be thinking, is very big, right? It is big, I'm not denying that, but the thing is that it is created very generic. You will not create this for your customer this way, right? This script size is around 13 pages, right? It is coming one pages, but it will come soon. Okay, so you can see there are many pages, it's not one page. Okay, now you must be thinking, I have to understand this big script, rather 23 pages. Okay, so the thing is that you do not need to understand everything. What you have to do, what you want from here. Example, if you do not want MySQL or you do not want PHP, you have to remove from this, right? Also, if you are going to give to your customer this script, right, what you are going to give it to him, right? What you are going to give it to him, you are going to give whatever your customer need, not the generic one that you will create, right? You are not going to confuse him unnecessarily, right? So you will give whatever you require or whatever he requires, rather, right? You can,
There are 43 participants in the conference. Please announce yourself.
guys, can you hear me now? Perfect. Okay, yeah, some network glitch happened, I don't know, I have to rejoin. I checked Wi-Fi also, it was working. Yeah, so from this, you are not going to give it this whole script to the customer, rather you will give example. If I show you, if I show you on the create stack, or rather it is here only. Yeah, yeah. And I select the template, this one, and if I select lamp stack, and if I click on next, right, let's say test, and you are not going to give this big, right, list, rather you will give only that instance that where is, that is enough for your customer to select it. Example, if it is T2 micro or T2 large or M4X large or M4 2X large, whatever you want, right, you will give that only, right? Or you will not, it will automatically select the key that is listed in his account, right? So let's say you do not want MySQL and PHP from this. What should we do? The very first thing, before I go and start talking here, if you remember, in when we were learning EC2, that time I told you that what you can do. You can you in a bootstrap mode or input data, if you remember, right? Input data. The input data that you can put on EC2, and whatever the script or command you put it there, it will automatically execute and install your application while launching the instance. Right? That we have learned. Okay, so that we have already seen. So same thing, right? Here, all these things, the 4 components except one component, right? Except one component, that is what? Linux. Except one component, rest all of them are nothing but the input or commands, or that you are going to put in a input parameters. So Apache is basically nothing but your application, MySQL is nothing but your application, or PHP is nothing but your application. But for that you have given so many parameters, right? And also one thing, if I launch this, let's launch this now. So my database name, let's say testdb, right? Or if I mention this, my database password is abcd @ 123, right? And same root password for MySQL, it is asking password for MySQL database, root password for, let's say, abcd @ 1234. Okay, db user is test, instance t2 micro, key name I select this one, and that's all. I next. Tagging and rest of the components I keep it aside. I launch. So what is this going to do? It is going to install everything, right? It is going to install everything. Like my own app which is on D drive. I am not getting it. Which is on D drive means what? You cannot select your my MS Office to install in EC2, right? It's a package application. You need to write a script which it should get it from somewhere and do the installation, right? So you can download Apache in your machine and give a path of your machine, that is fine. Or MySQL, you download it in your that is there, right? So that installation can be done because it is coming from the internet. Instead of internet, you can get it from your machine also, Kiran. Okay. Installed application is not going to take, rather it's a package application that you need to give it. Let's say आपके लैपटॉप में MS Office नहीं है, तो you bring the package application and do the installation, right? ऐसा नहीं है ना कि आपके में MS Office नहीं है तो मैं अपनी मशीन का MS Office इंस्टॉल्ड वाला आपको दे दूँ, ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना, राइट? You got it, right, Kiran? Okay. So the thing is that if you look into here, it is asking me to review whatever I selected, right? These are the parameters, right? So ये सारे parameters हैं जो यहाँ पे दे रखे हैं इन्होंने, right? If I am not giving this MySQL to my customer, why do we require all these parameters? Not only this, when this page will come, once I do the create stack, it is started creating. It is asking the TP parameter constraint must be contain only alphanumeric. I have given a special character, so it is asking me that it will not work. It's an error. What I do, I modify this, right? I click on next, right? So DB password, let's say ABCD123, ABCD123. Last time I had given @ also, ABC and T2 micro, key name, and next, and next, and submit. Now it started creating. If I go here, right, and go to the EC2, I will find that it started creating the EC2 also. So even if I do not have the technical knowledge, I can just select whatever is given there, right? So I refresh this also, right? It is creating, right? Web server security group is created. Now must be creating the EC2, right? So I go here, refresh it now. See, one server came now, and it has given parameter. Remember that I told you there are 6 different options are there. So parameter, whatever I have given, these are the parameter, right? Output is the another one. Template is the script that I have already shown you. I will come to this later. Resources is the EC2, that is the only web server instance of the security group. Two things I have created, security group or EC2 instance. Those are coming up now. It is in process. EC2 is not completed yet. It is in process. Events, have I given any event? Yes. These events are nothing but creation of all these things, right? It initiated this test tag. It's creating the security groups now, and it started creating the instance now, right? So things are there. Stack info, whatever the information of this stack that I have given, same thing is mentioned here, right? So if I refresh this now and go here, this template now, right? Events, and refresh this, so it's showing that everything is created. So if I go to the output one, I got a one URL, right? I copy this and paste it into the browser, or take the EC2 URL, both are same. So you can see that this web page is coming, and it's coming through Apache, where the PHP application is installed, and this information is coming from the database, right? So it has designed a very big page. Why, if I do not want PHP, why will design this big page? I do not require this big page, right? So let's do the customization based on my requirement, right? So what I do, if I do not want this, I can simply delete this also, and everything will go away. This EC2 instance will also go away, and whatever installed inside the EC2 instance will also go away. So I click on delete stack, and it will start deleting the thing, right? Deletion is in progress. Start deleting the things now. Delete in progress, right? And I strongly recommend, if you are not using, you delete the things. If you delete from here, it will delete from everywhere. Okay. So if I refresh it here, it's gone, right? But it is in background, it is deleting itself. So the thing is that we will see later. Let's go back to the stack and to this, right? So this thing is, when this script was developed, it developed in 2010. It's very old. I do not need to mention. And this one is nothing but talking about that what exactly this template is. So this template is the CloudFormation template that is designed for the MySQL, Apache, PHP, and right. So LAMP stack consists of MySQL. This template defines the CloudFormation. Is giving the information. I do not want this information. Gone. It is showing the parameters for key name. Okay, I need key name because I want to launch institute instance, so I'm not going to touch it. Do I need database name? No, I'm not going to use database, because what I want from this template, there are 4 options in this template, right, that I mentioned earlier also. So there are 4 options, right? In these 4 options, it is talking about, very first is Linux, MySQL, Apache, and PHP. So I do not want this. I want Linux, or I want Apache, or if I do not want Apache also, then I can remove this also, right? But I cannot remove this, because if EC2 ही नहीं बनेगा तो फिर करोगे क्या, right? So let's say one resource and one of the application I am going with, I am just removing this and this related to that. So what I do, I go here and delete whatever I do not want. So do I need, if I am removing MySQL, I do not need MySQL database. Okay, remove this, no problem. So whatever database user do I need? No. Database password I need? No. DB root password I need? No. right? Root password is not required. Till here it is gone. See, constraint message that it came, right? The constraint message was only alphanumeric is supported, right? So A to Z 0 to 9, not the special character. That message that we got it also. So I do not want, no problem. Perfect. So we reached here. Okay. Now if I am giving to my customer the default instance I want, let's say T2 micro. So I copy this T2 micro here and copy it here only. Rest all the values that is not required, I delete it because I don't want to get my customer to get confused. Kiran should not get confused, right? So I select all of them and whatever is not required, and what is the constraint here? Constraint is that it should be valid EC2. Example, you cannot give your name, right? T4.5 नहीं लिख सकते आप इसको, right? It should be from the AWS side. So that is there. Okay. Now from 23 page, now it is 20 page. What I want the security group, and security group is that you have to write in the same fashion, in this fashion. तो बॉस ऐसे तो लिखना ही है आपको. So default is 000, that was coming over there, and allow pattern is like this. Okay, allow pattern is like this. Then it is a default one industry standard. आपको ऐसे ही select करना पड़ेगा. Minimum 1 maximum 3. Minimum 1 maximum 3 समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Right? नहीं समझ में आ रहा, मैं समझा देता हूँ आपको. So whenever you create a CIDR range, the minimum you select 0, dot 0, dot 0, dot 0 plus 0. So this is minimum 1, right? This is minimum 1, maximum 3. What is 3? It can be maximum 255, 255, dot 255, dot 255 slash maximum 32, right? तो बॉस ये कितना हो गया टोटल नंबर? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, ये टोटल हो गया 9. ये कितना हुआ? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 14 15 16 17 18, मैक्सिमम 18, मिनिमम 9. इतना रेंज तो लेना ही पड़ेगा आपको, राइट? मैक्सिमम 18, मिनिमम 9, राइट? यू विल सी सून हियर. तो बॉस दिस इज मिनिमम 1, मैक्सिमम 3, एंड दिस इज द वैलिड CIDR. ये भी क्लियर हो गया. नाउ यहाँ पे जो आपको आ रहा है कि इंस्टेंस, राइट, हाइपरवाइज़र कौन सा वाला ले लेंगे? हाइपरवाइज़र मुझे चाहिए T2 माइक्रो, राइट? क्योंकि वर्चुअलाइजेशन होता है ना बैकग्राउंड में, तो उसने वो भी डाला हुआ है. तो हम इसको T2 माइक्रो लेंगे, बाकी तो मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं कुछ, राइट? एग्जाम्पल, क्योंकि मैंने T2 माइक्रो को सिलेक्ट किया है, राइट? तो आई गो विद द T2 माइक्रो एंड रेस्ट ऑल ऑफ देम आई विल डिलीट बिकॉज आई डू नॉट नीड इट, बिकॉज आई वॉन्ट टू गिव दिस, बिकॉज दिस इज क्रेडिट जनरिक. तो आपको ये डिलीट करना आना चाहिए. इसमें से क्या डिलीट करना है, राइट? जो नहीं चाहिए यू रिमूव इट. See, will you give this much of information to your customer? That customer will say that I'm sorry, I am not going to read this. Why you are giving me? After that net instance, right? Net instance भी मुझे T2 माइक्रो के लिए ही चाहिए, मुझे किसी और के लिए नहीं चाहिए. तो T2 माइक्रो लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे, right? And then I just keep this, otherwise I will else I will remove everything, right? So T2 instance here लिखा, net is also for T2 micro, right? And I delete rest of them. Yeah, right? एंड दैट्स ऑल। यहाँ से ये डिलीट कर दिया मैंने। ओके, now it is asking me in which region you want to launch. Obviously I'll not going to confuse to my customer that you go launch in any of the region. I will give him as per his requirement. Let's say that no, I want to launch in North Virginia or Mumbai. So accordingly the region will be selected here, not the South Africa, right? Not the AP East 1, right? Let's say I want in North Virginia. So I will say, what is the North Virginia code? You know that, right? It is comes here, US East 1. So I will select only US East 1 here, right? I will not select any other. So I will select US East 1. Where is the US East 1? Yeah, it is here. So I select this US East 1 and I delete rest of them. I do not want till here. Okay. So now I have the instance available. Now the resources. What resources I want? EC2 instance. Okay. Now whatever you want to initialize, what we are initializing? We are initializing MySQL, Apache and PHP, right? So in this EC2 instance, CloudFormation initialization, I want to install and run. What I want to install and run? Install package yum. MySQL. Do I want MySQL? No. I want libraries? No. I want libs? No. I want Apache. That is HTTPD. Do I need PHP? No. PHP page? No. HTML created for that? This page? I want this page? No. I want my page, right? I want my page. And why will I write in this way? I put my page and everything in my inside AMI, na? I put my custom AMI, right? So I do not need to put effort here, right? Why will I keep this kind of page? I will not create this kind of page, right? I will not create. Or rather, I put everything inside my AMI and then it will come here. So no need all this. I do not want all this, right? I'll put whatever I require, index page or any website or any application that is inside my AMI, not inside that, right? Temp MySQL, create database, grant all. I do not want all this, anything. DB password related, any of the things I do not require, right? Resource, yeah. Why do you require all this? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with the properties. Till here is not required. Okay, I need properties. Yes, in properties, what I want, whatever I configured image ID, right? So whatever I configured above, it is calling here. So I configured above regions, so it is calling regions, instance type, instance references, security group, key pair name, whatever, right? Is configured here, right? Yum update, CM boot, stack name details, regions. Okay, these are the information that is required, and you do not need to understand that also. It's a simple, it's a defined process. आपको ये लिखना ही है तो लिखा रहने दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? Okay, and it is calling की बॉस मेरा जो HTTP है वो port 80 पे चले, that we have learned, port 80. So it is calling on port 80, and it is saying that CIDR 000, that and the SSH that we defined above, it is the same, and it is showing me the output URL. Remember that we got the URL and we copied, right? इसको कॉपी करके हम लेकर आए थे, इसको भी प्रिंट करा रहा है। मुझे नहीं प्रिंट कराना बॉस आउटपुट, मुझे आउटपुट ऑप्शनल है, मुझे नहीं देना। व्हाई शुड आई गिव? आई एम नॉट गिविंग आउटपुट। सो ये पूरा का पूरा स्क्रिप्ट कितना पेज हो गया? 4। हाउ मच वी स्टार्टेड? 23। तो मुझे 23 नहीं चाहिए थे। आई जस्ट नीड वट एवर आई वॉन्ट, मुझे उतना चाहिए। अगर इसमें से अपाचे भी निकाल दूँ तो इनपुट भी निकल जाएगा आपका, हार्डली ये 1 से 1.5 पेज का बचेगा, राइट? इसकी अगर फॉर्मेटिंग अभी ठीक कर देता। तो व्हाट आई एम सजेस्टिंग यू गाइज, आपको लर्न नहीं करना है, आपको स्क्रिप्टिंग नहीं समझना है, आपको ये समझना है कि आपको क्या चाहिए उसमें से, एंड दैट्स व्हाट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हियर, राइट? सो इफ आई कॉपी दिस एंड पेस्ट इट देयर, राइट, यहाँ पे इंस्टेंस में मैं अपना खुद का स्क्रिप्ट सेव कर लेता हूँ, लेट्स से जैसन और यमल, और मैं यहाँ पे जाता हूँ क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन में एंड क्रिएट स्टैक। In case stack I use my template is ready, and in template upload template and select it here and get it there. और आप अगर आपने S3 में कहीं अपलोड कर रखा है तो S3 का पाथ दे दीजिए, राइट, और अदरवाइज आपको अपलोड करना है तो अपलोड कर लीजिए द वे दैट आई डिड इट एंड क्रिएट योर ओन टेम्पलेट. What is the beauty? The beauty is that the customer can review before launching itself. Now he can ask कि बॉस आपने 000 ओपन किया हुआ है, रिस्की है, आई विल नॉट अलाउ यू, I will not allow you, right? And as I told you that minimum length is 9 is required, maximum is 18, right? That's what the calculation that we did it here, right? Okay. So any question on this, creating a stack and template? I stop this and open for the question. Okay. So the thing is that what you can do, see, if you think that you do not want to, let's say you need to create resources. Your manager has given a task to you, right? And he said that do one thing, Kiran, create this stack or create this template, CloudFormation template for me. And Kiran is hesitant to create it because he does not know how to create that, right? So he searches template, but he seemed that agar if anything should be there, using that I can design my own, that will really help. So here, if you, let's say if I select this template, if I select this multi-AG means that high ability, right? If one goes down, it will go in the another ability zone, right? Another ability zone. So instead of selecting the simple one, I have selected the bigger one, means double, right? If one goes down, it will two servers, two Apache, two MySQL, two PHP. Not only this, load balancer and failover will also come here. So I click on next, sorry, not next, previous rather. I selected the lamp stack from the multi-AG and click on designer. And you can see that whatever the script that you have written or whatever the template has, that it gives you the GUI interface, right? It gives you the GUI interface. Now you can see here. So here you can see you have the web server, you have the database, you have the launch instance, you have the MySQL, everything is coming up now. Now you say that no, this is the one delivered one, I want to create my own. Okay, perfect, no problem. But you should know the components at least, right? You should know the component at least. So example, if I know VPC and subnet comes inside the VPC, or the net gateway comes inside the VPC, or EC2 comes inside the VPC, and I can take the elastic IP and attach to the EC2, all these things I should know, right? So what I do, I scroll down and go to the EC2 section and open the EC2. Inside EC2, I go to the, let's say, VPC, right? Or search VPC where it is. Let's say this is VPC, right? I drag it here. And then when I drag it here, the diagram, it comes as a diagram. You can give the name. Right? And inside VPC, I know I need subnet. Right? So I need to search the subnet, right? Yeah. This is my one subnet, right? And if I say that I want EC2 instance, right? I want instance. This is my instance, right? And the elastic IP comes there. Then I take the elastic IP. And as we know that elastic IP is independent, needs to be attached to the EC2. Then you need to drag it like this, right? So this is my elastic IP. So the thing is, whatever you can do it through the script, you can do it through here also. And the beauty is that the script is automatically generated. Script is automatically generated also, right? So you can design from the front and the script is generated, or you generate the script, or you get the script and the design is ready. Vice versa is also possible. Are you getting it, guys? So you can design it and the script will come, or you get the script and the design will come. Both options are there. So whatever you have done, the script is also created. or if you have the script, put it here, design will automatically complete it. And here if you are written in JSON, no problem, you can convert to the YAML, or if you are written in YAML, you can convert to the JSON. So both options are there, right? You do it whatever the way you want to do that. So this is designer, and if you design it well, if things are working good, then you can extract this design. You can take this design with you and show to your manager, boss, this is the architecture that I am going to propose, and this is the diagram that is there. So as a picture also created, so you can give it to your manager also. That is also possible, right? So you can design through designer, or you can write the script or get the script and convert into the designer. Both options are possible. Choices with you. Choices with you, right? So this is all about CloudFormation, guys. Any question on CloudFormation? लेकिन आपको मैं क्लियरली बोलता हूँ, अगर आप स्टडी नहीं करोगे क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन की, डिफ़िकल्ट टू गेट द जॉब, बिकॉज कंपनियाँ क्या करती हैं, कंपनी कहती हैं कि वी विल नॉट डू मैनुअली. आप जो EC2 बनाते रहते हो ना, आपको EC2 नहीं बनाने दिया जाएगा ईजिली. आप यहाँ पे जाके ब्राउज़र पे EC2 बनाते रहते हो, कंपनीज विल नॉट अलाउ यू टू डू दैट. मैनुअल नहीं करते हैं काम. दे आस्क यू टू क्रिएट द टेम्पलेट्स, and using template only they give you the permission to launch, right? हो सकता है कई बार आपको बोला जाए कि आप कई बार क्या मोस्टली बोला जाता है कि आप मैनुअल नहीं करोगे, आपको स्क्रिप्ट के थ्रू ही करना पड़ेगा, क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन के थ्रू ही करना पड़ेगा, एंड देन यू नीड टू लर्न, राइट? या फिर करना पड़ेगा टेराफॉर्म के थ्रू. टेराफॉर्म इज़ नॉट AWS, बट टेराफॉर्म सपोर्ट्स ऑल क्लाउड scripting mechanism, either AWS, Google, or Azure, and that comes under DevOps. Either you write the DevOps or you write that CloudFormation. Both is fine. Both are fine. But manual complete no. So बॉस ये सीखना पड़ेगा, करना पड़ेगा आपको, ऑप्शन नहीं है आपके पास. ओके, अगर इंडस्ट्री में जॉब चाहिए तो. ओके, this is all about CloudFormation, guys. Any question, anyone? Okay, it was not that difficult that you people are taking silence and not asking the question. इतना difficult नहीं है.